So I had a dream the other night, and in this dream, I'm climbing up a hill, like literally like on my stomach, arms and legs, and just like crawling up this hill. It's not that it's a steep hill, and it's not that it's rocky or, you know, like a mountain. It literally was covered in grass, and from what I remember, it would go up like this, kind of level off for a second, then go back up and level off. So it was like levels to it. And I'm crawling up this hill, and it's hard for me to crawl up this hill. And I don't know why. But eventually I make it to the top of the hill, and I'm there for a second. And then these two guys walk out. One is in like his 40s, and one is in his 50s. And they're a couple, and I strike up a conversation with them. And we're talking about bars, and the one guy is just like, I just opened a gay bar, you should come. I'm like, okay, you know what? My parents just opened a bar. I don't know why I said that, but in my mind, in whatever was going on in my mind, my parents, and wherever that is, like wherever my mind is, wherever you go when you sleep and you dream, my parents just opened a bar there. It's like my parents just opened a bar. This is all in Salisbury. So we talk about that for a little bit, and then I'm like, um, I have to go to my grandparents' house. So this hill is actually right down the street from their house. And they say to me, well, we can give you a ride. I'm like, okay, cool, thank you. So I get in the car, and I remember it being like a Jeep or something. And this is this is where the dream goes really bad, and where I contemplated not even speaking it out loud. We're going down streets at first, and then we get on a highway. Never after waking up, I realized, why would we ever get on a highway to go to my grandparents' house if I was right down the street? Anyway, we're on the highway, we're going really fast, and there are guys, like bikers, on bicycles going down the highway. And so the first thing that happens is there's two bikers in front of us, and they run into each other, and the bikes come up and hit the windshield of the truck. Oh, I don't know. Um, and and then we run over them, which, like, literally, had you been there, it felt as real as if it was in real life. And like we don't just like run over them, we like hit them, and they like get hit forward. And I hate to be like grotesque, but literally there's like pieces of like flesh flying everywhere, there's blood all on the road. They're like, it's to the point where they're rolling and you can't even make out that they're human beings anymore. So like the people driving, they just keep going, and I'm like, oh my god, what are these people doing? Like we need to stop. I part of me, it really made me feel weird, because part of me was like, oh my god, don't stop. You don't want to see what's going on. You don't want to get in trouble. But then part of me was like, oh my god, these people are dying. So then like we get past that, and the windshield's broken, and we hit another guy on a bicycle. And like this was the weirdest part. The windshield's broken, so we hit him. We run over him. But he flies forward somehow, and he's like breaking into pieces, bloody, messy pieces. And this this was the weirdest part. I'm not laughing because it's really weird, and I don't know if I should be sharing this with people, but a piece of his flesh literally flies through the window, through the windshield, hits me in the chest, and I'm like, I can't breathe. I don't know. I was it was like that big, and I roll down the window. I pick it up. Like I can honestly right now, I can still feel what it felt like to have it hit me in the chest. I pick it up and I drop it out the window. And we keep going, and I'm like, oh my god, what have we done? And there's like the windshield's broken, and there's like blood and everything on it, and they're like trying to like get the blood off of it, and so like there was some kind of like layer of plastic on the window, and the guy in the passenger side, like he takes it off, and you don't really, it looked like the window was back to normal, and the one guy and the other seat was like, why are you doing this? What are you doing? And the guy in the passenger side said, I'm trying to protect you. I assumed from like the police, who would soon be at the incident and be looking for whoever hit these bikers. And I woke up after that. It was one of the worst dreams I've ever had in my life. I've had worse, not that I can remember now, but this was this was pretty horrible. And I just have contemplated saying anything about it, but it's like one of those things that you need to kind of get off your chest. I don't even know if I'll post this or not, because I mean, you can't help but your dream, but like I already feel me judging myself and people judging me for the dreams that I'm having that I essentially have no control over. I don't know. It was freaky.